I find it amazing that gigs can vary so much from based on the location, the city, the market, whether they are experienced with your music or not, or if they've seen you a bunch of times. So I've had some great gigs where we've had 1,200 people show up. We've had gigs where we had like 10 people show up. But the worst gig I ever played was not because of the numbers. It was the most awkward and just flat out weird gig of my life. And I remember it vividly because of how awkward it was. We were playing a gig in Poto, Oklahoma, and we didn't realize this, but this was very much like a kind of like a cowboy bar. It was all kind of like ranchers and cowboys there, and we were a punk ska band coming into a country music saturated market. And the reason that got set up was because the guy who booked things, he was into that kind of music. So he thought, hey, well, this will work. I like it. So, it'll work out. So we get there and we play our first set, and these people are not happy. Not a single person stood up the entire time. They just talked at their tables, had their drinks, had their conversation. As soon as we took a break and they'd flip on the music and it would be country music, they'd all jump to their feet and start dancing, having a great time. And I didn't even mention the part of what was so weird about this was the venue's stage was way up high, like on the wall, like there was this ledge. So we were like on top of everybody playing down at them. And so we're up real high off to the opposite side of the room, and everyone congregated on the far side to get away from us as much as they could. So when we get done with our first set, we cut it early. We were going to play 45 minutes or an hour before we took a break, and we cut it at like 30. And we went and we talked to the guy, and we were just like, man, I don't know if this is working. And he was like, yeah, it's not. And I'm sorry because I thought it would work, but clearly this is not working. What do you guys want to do? So we were like, well, we're already here. Our stuff is set up. We'll play one more set, a short one, and then we'll head out of here because clearly that's not what they want. So we went back up and played 3 or 4 more songs, and then we're like, all right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Have a good night. Thanks for having us. And we bolted out of there.